Hello everyone, welcome to Adhas Pro Training and Consulting. Today we will discuss on inventory management in SAP S4 HANA system. So before getting into the inventory management, let's talk about the procurement activities or the procurement part for a minute. Because inventory management is depend on the procurement part, the procurement activities, whatever we have done. So what did we do in the procurement management? So in the purchase management, what did we do? We have seen how to create the purchase order. So when we are creating the purchase order, we are going to mention the name of the supplier, what material we need, how much quantity we need, what is the delivery date, for which plant we are ordering, and who is the user group, and who is the requester. So these are the field or the parameters which are required to create a purchase order in SAP system. So once we have created the purchase order, after that, what is the next activity? After creating the purchase order, it has been sent for the approval. And once the purchase order has been approved, now that will be sent to the supplier. Now, when the supplier will receive the order, he will confirm the order. So that is the purchase order confirmation. And the supplier will also mention the like shipping notification when they will dispatch the material. So those are your procurement activities after creating the purchase order and sent to the supplier. Now, when the supplier has received the material, received the purchase order, supplier will check what is the purchase order number, whether supplier number is mentioned correctly or not, what is the material, how much quantity they have, whether they can deliver that material or not, for which plant they have to deliver, what is the delivery address, what is the delivery date. They will check each and everything. So once they will check, they will confirm it, and now they will dispatch the material. So when they will dispatch the material, who will dispatch? The supplier. So when the supplier will dispatch the material, now we will receive the material. So where we will receive those materials? We will receive those materials in the address, whatever address we have given. It can be a plant address or office address, anywhere. So from goods receipt means when we start receiving the material, our inventory management starts. Now, what is inventory management? What is the meaning of inventory? Inventory means stock, means how much quantity of the material you have. So basically, inventory management help us to track the record of the material or track the stock of the material in the SAP system. Okay, that is about your inventory part. Now, in inventory management, we have different activities. Like we have goods receipt, we have goods issue, physical inventory, number ranges, stock type, and how can we check the stock. So these are the different activities which is part of the inventory management. Now, so let's start with the receiving part. So when we receive the material, means that is your goods receipt. So where do we receive? We receive in a particular storage location. So when we receive the material, whatever it has been sent by the supplier, we receive it in a particular storage location or in the warehouse, right? And we update the same in a SAP system. So there are two things here. When we are receiving those materials, maybe that might have come to you via truck or trolley or lorry. It can be anything. And when we unload that, who will unload that? Who will be doing all these activities? It has to be done by the the store department or the inventory department. So they will unload those material with the help of forklift or any other machines, whatever they are using to unload the materials. And they will store in the storage location. At the same time, we need to check we need to update that particular material stock quantity in the SAP system as well. So that we will have the track that how much we had ordered and how much we have received in physically and how much we have updated in the system. So that is your goods receipt activity in simple word. Now, goods issue. What is goods issue? So when you have received the material, so when we have done the goods receipt, we have received that material in a particular storage location, right? Now, whoever required that material, it can be any department. It can be production department. It can be finance department. It can be your marketing department, sales department, quality department. So whoever had ordered that material as part of purchase requisition, again, it is the previous activity of the purchase order. So based on that, the purchase order has been created, and after receiving, now the requester who had uh, given the order, they will try to check whether the stock is available or not. If it is available, they will reach out to the store department, to the inventory department, and will ask them to issue that material to the particular department. So in SAP the goods issue is done for a particular department. And here we call it as a cost center. So cost center means department. And this cost center code means for each and every department, the finance department will create the cost center for all the departments, whatever we have in a company. Okay. So that is your goods issue part. Whoever required the material, you issue that material to that particular department. Okay. The next is physical inventory. So what is physical inventory? Means physically, you need to check how much quantity is available in the storage location and check the same material and the quantity in the SAP system. So both should match. There should not be any kind of mismatch here. So that's to avoid the mismatch activity, we do this physical inventory part. So you will understand better when we will get into the system and details. Okay. Next is number ranges in inventory management. So what is number ranges in inventory management? So far we have seen how to create the number range. We have seen the number range creation in the material master, business partner, purchase requisition, purchase order, contract management, everywhere, right? So number range concept is everywhere in SAP MM. But in inventory management, number ranges will be year dependent. That means additionally, now when we will create a number range for inventory management, either for goods received, goods issue, or physical inventory, for anything, whenever we will create the number range, additionally a new column will be added for year. That means for which year, for which year the number ranges are going to create in the system. Okay. Now, next is stock type. So what is stock type in inventory management? These are the different type of stocks we have. Inventory management. In inventory management, we have unrestricted stock, GR block stock, quality stock, block stock. So these are the different type of stock we have in SAP system in inventory management space. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of unrestricted stock? Unrestricted stock means the stock which is readily available and we can use that material in the production. Okay. Or that can be used. Means if the stock is available, if the type of stock is unrestricted, that means you can use that material for any department, for any activity. Second, GR block stock. GR block stock means goods receipt block stock. Means you have received that material, but you have kept it as a block stock. So there can be the reason behind this, why you kept it in block stock. Maybe the documents which you were expecting from the supplier are missing. That can be your quality document. It can be your testing document. It can be your invoice document. It can be your delivery document. So any document, whatever you were expecting, you have not received those materials, and because of that you have kept those material as your GR block stock. But when we are keeping this stock as GR block stock, at the same time we need to inform to the supplier that these are the documents which we were expecting, but these are missing. So if we are keeping those material as GR block stock, means we are not taking into the account of the company, means it will be stored somewhere. That means we are not going to pay anything to the supplier until they will not send the document or the certificates which we were expecting. So we need to inform the same to the supplier. Then supplier will give you the confirmation that, okay, we will send back, we have missed the documents, or it can be anything. So now the buyer and the supplier will discuss and they will close the issue. So once they have sent all the document, whatever the buyer was expecting, if they will receive, then they will now change the type of stock from GR block stock to unrestricted stock, or any other stock, whatever they want to keep that particular material. So that is your GR block stock part. Now, what is quality stock? So when we receive the material, after that, especially the raw materials which we are receiving, maybe we are procuring from different countries or from the same country. After receiving the material, we want to test that material. So who tests the material in the company? The quality department. So they will go for the quality check. They will send this, they will take the sample of 1 kg or half kg, whatever it is required, to the quality department. They will give the sample of that 1 kg and send it to the quality department. Now, quality department will check that material. If quality department gives green signal that, okay, the material parameters, whatever the certificate they have sent and the certificate which is created by us in the quality department is matching, now we can use this material. So we can use that material for the production. But before that, that material will be in the quality stock. So when we start quality check, when we send the sample to the quality department, they start doing their activities. Till that time, that stock will be in quality stock. Now, if the quality department has confirmed that the material is okay, and we can use that material in the production or any other department, then this quality stock will be transferred to, or it will be moved to the unrestricted stock. Okay. The next is block stock. So what is block stock? So when we have received the material, after that, when we sent it to the quality department, now quality department found some issue with the quality of the material, because a company never compromise with the quality of the material. So at that time, that company will send that stock from quality stock to the block stock. If it is in block stock, means they will not pay anything to the supplier. It will be lying somewhere in the storage location. Okay, fine. So these are the type of stocks which we have in inventory management. The next is how to check the stock of the material in IM. IM means inventory management. So we have different transaction code to check anything. We have seen how to create the purchase order. For that, we have a different transaction code. For the purchase requisition, it is different. For the material master, it is different, right? For the business partner, it is different. Now, in the same way, we have the transaction code to check the stock of the material. Even when we created the material, and in the material master discussion, we have seen how to check the list of materials. So we are going to check the list of material, how much quantity of the material we have, or sorry, how much stock of the material which we have in the storage location. That you can check with the help of the transaction code MM60, where we check the list of the material. But how to check the stock of the material? That is the stock overview we have in inventory management. So for any material, if you want to check the stock of that, the transaction code is MMBE. So there we can go and we can check the stock of the material. So that is what I wanted to discuss, the theory part of inventory management. So in the next session, I will start showing how to do the goods receipt, goods issue, physical inventory, how can we define the number ranges, and how can we move the stock from GR block stock to unrestricted, or how can we directly take into the unrestricted stock? How can we move from quality to unrestricted? How can we move from quality to blocked? Okay. And how can we check the stock of the material? And most importantly, we will see how can we do the goods receipt, because goods receipt can be done with reference to purchase order, or it can be done without reference to purchase order also. And we can do with reference to production order also. So that is what I want to discuss today. Thank you everyone for joining the session. If you have any doubt, please comment. Thank you.